And God's been really gracious to put people in my life to kind of model what that looks like. And Todd
Mm-hmm.
was one of them, and that just showed me what it looked like to be that kind of dad.
What is that like for you on a day-to-day basis? Like, I mean, are there things that you do to kind of go, hey, remember, sticky note, or
Oh, absolutely. I still
you
do
know,
notes in the lunchbox. I date my daughters. I take them on dates a lot. Luckily, they love Starbucks, and which I do too.
that's
So
good.
we spend time. I ask them questions, and just I try to have a meaningful moment with the Lord, a meaningful moment with Amy,
Mm,
and a meaningful moment with my kids every single day. That is a life goal. Just a moment where the world just kind of stops and slows down
hmm.
for a moment to where they see my eyeballs, like
Yeah,
I'm engaged and they know it. Whether it's me returning a question, tell me what you meant by that, how that make you feel, just for them to receive that affirmation from their dad
hmm.
that only a dad can give, that father's affirmation.
But I'm sure someone's thinking, man, how do I do that?
How do I?
How do you, I guess, even remind yourself to do? I mean, obviously now it's probably more habit than it was when it first started. But when it first started, what were the things that you had to do to kind of maybe, hey, turn this thing in from an idea into, it's just no different than getting up and breathing every day now.
Yeah, it's. I could be in good company by saying this. I may be the only one, but I'm pretty selfish when it comes to time, me, what I need, want, and it's like my goal is to be the chief servant of my home,
Mm-hmm.
and model that, love their mom, serve their mom, and then just have an idea of the relationship that I want with them.
Yeah,
Okay, that's great, but are you willing to do what it takes to have that? Is that
yeah,
just an idea, or is that something you really want to work to get to? And if that's the case, then you're going to have to lay some stuff down, sacrifice some wants, and be okay with inconvenience. We're in a season now where they're at a friend's house and it's cold and it's late at night and I have to go pick them up at 9:35, 9:45. And
that's
it's
real right
it's
there, bro.
it's. But at the same time, I'm like, I get 20 minutes in the car
Mm, good,
uninterrupted
good point.
with my kid versus the inconvenience of, oh, I gotta go. It's just do I want? Am I willing to do what it takes to be the dad and have the relationship with my girls that I desire? And you just have to more of you, God, less of me.
Mm.
And it's hard, very, very hard because I'm selfish.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, I mean, I mean, literally, I was driving out of the neighborhood the other day. I was going somewhere early, and so the kids were still getting picked up by school buses. And I saw Dad, and I'm not, I mean, I don't know who it was, so I don't need to call him, walking in front of his kid, probably 5 or 6 paces in front of him, right there with the phone,
Yeah.
and the kid just barely kind of dragging his stuff behind him.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Yep.
bro, you got 10 minutes.
Yep.
Like that's it. Like it's not even that long of a time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I could think. And by no means, look, I am not saying I was good at that. Like I look back at my life, and 10 years ago when I transitioned out of working at the Hound, I literally, it was right after I came home one night and my wife was like, this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
You're home, you're a zombie, you're
Mm-hmm.
gone all the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
you're never here. This isn't going to work. This is what I didn't marry you for this.
Yeah. It's a switch when I pull in the garage. There's a threshold there, and you step into the house, and that is like the moment where it's a shift in my mindset of it's time to go serve.
Mm-hmm.
It's not time to come in and sit down with a glass of tea or coffee or water. It's time to come in
Yeah.
and be dad and be a husband to Amy, to
Mm-hmm.
listen and to be all in. And I actually wrote this. I wrote down the other day how many Christmases we have left with the girls, how many weekends, um, just different, just dwindled it down day by day, just of how short their time at home really
Mm-hmm.
really is, and keep it in front of me.
Like, there's a calendar behind you, and it's my life in weeks.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying that I'm only thinking about myself,
Yeah.
but it's a constant
Yeah.
reminder, especially every time I blacken a dot.
That's right. Because, well,
Like, there's only so
yeah.
many I got.
But we're going to stand before the Lord one day, man. And, that conversation out of the gate is going to be about us and Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know my son? Did he know you? Were you honest with him? Did you have a relationship? But then it's going to transition to, let's talk about
What you did.
your marriage. Let's talk about your relationship with your wife. Job next? No. We'll get there. Let's talk about being a dad.
Yeah. He doesn't care.
And
He doesn't care about what I did
let's talk
between
about
9 and 5.
yeah.
Well,
It's
he
like
does, but
there's a responsibility and there's a weight there, and so I don't get it right all the time. And I'm not writing a book on parenting anytime soon. The story's still being written. I got a few more years because it's hard, but it's an honor. It really is.